So this isn't about me. It's not about Village Church. This is about all of our congregations now. The matter with the internet has gone global. Everybody sees what is happening. And if Michigan is allowed to ban an elder in his or her local church without any kind of due process before the local congregation, then that precedent will be used worldwide. The disputes between Village Church and the rest of the division GC in the last 3 or 4 years are not about COVID. They're not about mandates. They're not about vaccines. They're not about my preaching. They're not even about religious liberty or liberty of conscience. We are discussing the raw and illegitimate use of power by administrators. That is the essential core issue here. As we know, Michigan Conference is in the business of banning preachers these days. It's interesting to see who they ban and who they don't ban. Michigan Conference has never banned any North American Division officer, administrator, or preacher who calls for women's ordination in rebellion to 3 General Conference votes on the matter. Michigan Conference has never banned any preacher who calls for the normalization of LGBTQ relations and lifestyles within the church. Michigan Conference has never banned any preacher who calls for the promotion of critical race theory or cultural Marxism. Michigan Conference has never banned any church leaders who celebrate the assassination of public political figures. Michigan Conference has never banned professors who call for the allocation of tithe along racial lines, as recently happened online. The only conclusion you can come to is that if Michigan Conference is actively banning preachers they disagree with, but they don't ban preachers who preach on any of these topics, the Michigan Conference is now in favor of rejecting the General Conference votes on women's ordination because they don't muzzle those preachers. Michigan Conference, by implication, supports the normalization of the LGBTQ lifestyle because they don't ban those preachers. They support critical wave theory, third wave feminism, transgender theory, and cultural Marxism because they don't ban those preachers. Michigan Conference now supports political assassinations because they won't ban those preachers. And they encourage their African American members to redirect their tithe to the Lake Union Regional Conference and not to the Michigan Conference itself because they don't ban those speakers. This is the logical implication of what is happening. Furthermore, the application of Elder Mitchell's interpretation means that from now on all decisions will be even more centralized, from congregations to conferences, from conferences to unions, from unions to divisions, and from divisions to the GC leadership itself. The principle of one man, one vote will be that one man gets the one vote. This will enfeeble local congregations all across our division. It will muzzle elders who are faithful to truth.